I got these rubber bands in my mouth. I cannot talk with them. I need to take them out for this video. How you guys doing today? My name is Luke, and in this video, I'm gonna kind of be talking about what's stopping you from doing what you want. You know, I get comments all the time. Oh, I want to build a tiny home, but I'm too lazy, or I can't do this, I can't do that. Today, I was supposed to have school. It's a Friday for me. Probably won't be uploaded on a Friday, but today, I was supposed to have school, and we don't have school because there was a threat made at one of our high schools about shooting it up and stuff like that, which is a very serious matter, and especially with the recent events going on recently. And so our school district took that threat very seriously and suspended school for all the schools in the area that I live, so we have no school today. Which will make it up at the end of the school year, but they have now verified that the threat was not alleged towards our school. But it's very good that our school district took that threat very seriously, and they have investigated it. It was made sometime last night, and so they really hopped on it. Especially with some of the stuff that leaded up to the last school shooting that happened very recently in Florida. So very sorry for all the stuff that's happened in Florida. It's kind of you always think it's never going to happen to your school, never going to happen near you, but it's kind of scary when you have something like that going on, that it can happen to you and you just don't know when it's going to happen. So when I get interviewed for either the newspaper or an online article, they always ask the same questions, and one of the main questions they ask is, how did you come up with the idea to build a tiny home? Now, I answer it truthfully, and how I've always answered it, and you'll get the same answer from me right now. I was surfing on YouTube and found a tiny home, and it really interested me, and now I built one. But it all just didn't start like that. I didn't get this thing handed to me. I worked for around a year or a summer to get enough money. I mowed lawns. I bartered with people. A guy who lives just up the street from me, I cleaned his whole garage out, and he was power coating his car that he's restoring, so there's lots of sand in there and stuff, and we had to clean that out, which is a lot of work. And then he helped me wire this house, and he just stopped over the other night and is helping me and my brother wire the teardrop and giving us some tips. I'll have to show you in the next video, but the teardrop that we ordered a ton of electrical stuff, which is really cool. But anyways, I worked very hard to get all that money. It took me around a whole summer to get $1,000, and that's how I kind of kickstarted this whole tiny house project. The lumber is the almost cheapest part of the build, so I was able to get it built very affordably, but then some of the interior was very expensive. So it was a lot of work trying to get all the money to fund it, and it only cost me around $1,200, but that's because I knew I didn't have enough money to build a $30,000 house. So I worked really hard to reclaim materials, and I got it built. And it kind of, shows off in the end that you can build something very cheaply and that you want, but you just have to put hard work into it. So you're not going to wake up tomorrow and have a house sitting there like I always wanted to, but you're going to have to actually work for it. I know he's going to love the shout out in the video, but Aaron Neves, I haven't really heard too much about how he got into the idea of building a tiny home, but he just decided, I guess, one day to build it, and he started a YouTube channel. And I got help from a couple shout outs from my YouTube channel too, which helped me grow, and I gave him a shout out, and he went from 30 subscribers to over 280, I think, right now. So he's almost at 300. And now it's not too much, but when you're a small YouTuber, and that 300 subscribers is a ton. I remember I was landscaping right over here on this side of my house, and my phone buzzed, and I hit 300 subscribers. It is an amazing feeling. So working hard and finishing what you want is amazing. And when I did my first Tiny House Festival, I did a speech about my tiny home and about me, but I've already done enough stuff about me, and I want to start doing what I've done and the platform that I built, and I want to start turning it for others. So I want to start helping other youth do what they want. They don't have to build a tiny home. They can pursue music, they can pursue drawing, they can pursue whatever they want. My sister, for example, I'll put the logo up right here. She made this in a couple of weeks, and she took a photo of my house and then made it all on her. She sketched it on paper and then transferred it onto an app on her phone. She's an amazing drawer, and that's going to be hopefully my new logo for some other things, and it's going to be really cool. And that's just cool how she brought her passion of drawing. She draws hours a day, and she brought that to do what she loves. So with the recent tiny house festivals coming up this summer that I'll be doing, she's already been contacting some of my friends that have tiny homes and asking if they want her to draw their tiny home, or Bob Haverland, who has a wagon, a covered wagon, sheepher's wagon that I have a video tour on my channel of. He even commented on a post I did about it, and he wants her to draw his wagon, which is really cool. And it's cool how she's bringing what she loves to do, and is making profit out of it, and is making it what she wants to do. I love doing YouTube, so I'm gonna put a lot of effort into it. I like building houses, I like the tiny house movement, and it's cool that I'm investing my time into it. But I really want to start switching the focus from me and putting in other people. So with the recent or coming up festivals that are coming up for me, I want to start doing talks about inspiring other youth and empowering other youth to do what they love. It could be building a tiny home or doing what I said before, but honestly, do whatever you love to do, and do it for something positive. And I don't know, I don't really do many of these kind of videos where I just stand here and talk, but I don't know, I just kind of got this idea in my head today, and I just get a ton of comments about, oh, I wish I could do that, I wish I could do that. So I think that any kid or young adult or anyone out there can do whatever they want to do, as long as they put time and effort into it, and it will prove, it will come out good. So I don't know, I'm not being a motivational speaker or anything, but I just thought that I had this little idea in my head today, and I thought I'd make a little video about it. This weekend we have lots of stuff that we bought for the teardrop, so the teardrop is going to get lots of stuff done this weekend. So stay tuned for that video. This is kind of a short video I'm putting out. Wow, it's already 9 minutes long. Dang. Well, I better end this video off for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next. Bye. Lost in this video. I had a really good idea just sitting at my desk, and I'm like, oh, I want to make this video, and then I can't think of anything. So we're gonna make this work though.